Definitely real, boy. Yeah. Trying to get this loot anyway. Hey, yo, Queens, get the money. Long time, no cash.
I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
To the Bulls foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.
Yo, it's your boy Hard Will, aka Will, chilling with my bro. You already know, from the 4-0 Worldwide L, and introducing our new host, Beige Chanel, coming out of VA, born in Rockaway.
What it do?
What it do? Yeah, she put us upside down like the girl shit. Yeah. Yo, shout out to everybody tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? Another show for the love of the game. Quick hour. We got some dope topics. You know what I mean? L, get at the people real quick and pass it to Beige.
Salute. It's your boy, Worldwide L in the building. It's good, y'all. What's good, Beige? What's good, Al? Good, Hard.
What's good, JJ?
What's up, y'all?
Knicks affiliate. Knicks nice. King Ribby, what's good? Everybody hit the like button, share the show. Let everybody know we on here. You know what I mean? What's good, Beige?
What up, y'all? This is Beige Chanel. What's going on, y'all? I'm just here, ready to get it with this show tonight.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so last week we left off, actually Monday we left off with the Giants versus the Seahawks game, who actually the Giants is currently looking like the tiny mice, 24. What's up, Giants fans?
Yeah.
Because both of y'all said that the Giants was gonna win. So what's up with that?
Yeah. Now I'm a Giants fan, so I'm gonna go first. I guess that's out of respect. I had to take a deep breath first. It was hard to watch my team. I could say that, because it's like this guy only could run the ball really, and it was like we had no protection. It was bad. Even the coach he couldn't understand it. It was hard to watch as a Giant fan coming off of last season, and we looked like we was gonna be okay. And even this, we paid the quarterback a lot of money, and I was expecting him to kind of turn it around, because he turned it around at the end of last season. But that's not the case. And it's a lot of problems that we got to fix with the Giants. As a Giants fan, though, I mean, we had shows, Ella tell you, talking about how New York sports is headed in the right direction. And, I know we're going to talk about the Jets next, but these are things that we all are kind of let down about, because even, like with situation with the Jets, like, we're going to get into that. I'm a Giants fan, but it's still like New York always still get like the bad luck, or things never go our way. I'm not making no excuses though, because we was on the right path. So now I don't know what happened. So when that happens, right, it looks like normal New York stuff. Get what I'm saying? Like, oh, we about to get, oh, then this happens. It's like what they call that, like a jinx or whatever you want to call it, over New York sports, because we was talking about New York sports going in the right direction. The Yankees didn't do good. It's a lot of things that we would have to readjust our takes on what we predicted. And the Giants is what made me think of that. You know what I mean? Because it was them, the Jets, the Yankees, the Rangers, the Mets, even the Mets stunk. So that's my point, man. I'm a Giants fan. It's a big letdown for me. We spent a lot of money with this quarterback, and it's not a good look, man. So that's really only my take, because it's so many bad things that happen. It don't make sense for me to point out one. You know what I'm
11
saying?
sacks is unacceptable.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, it don't make sense for me to point out this, that, or the third. 11 sacks is something you could definitely
Right.
mention. Facts, because that
Right.
was the problem. That's why I
11
mentioned the
sacks is
line. But
unacceptable.
at the same time, yeah, but it was other things that was wrong. You know, the line, it's bad. But like I say, it's nothing. It's more than one thing that's wrong with the Giants. And that's my take. Al?
You know when Aaron Rodgers went down, I felt like the season was over for the Jets, right? Which it is, and it was. The minute he went down, it was over. It was over. It was over. But I thought I'd at least have the Giants to turn to. And I hate
New
to
York
say
shit.
it, but
Mm-hmm.
their season is over. They don't even look nowhere near the team they looked like last year. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I mean, they can't even score the ball. They can't even score the ball. Now, granted, I remember Rock was saying he a Giant fan, how Saquon Barkley is the reason why last season was last season. So he's saying like pretty much he the reason why the Giants pretty much went to the playoffs. You know, a healthy Saquon Barkley. So he's out right now. I think he's been out since week 2. But they happen to win that. They happen to win that game. The game he got hurt in, and they've been 0-2 since then. But they haven't looked good. So I don't know, Hart. Daniel Jones is not the man for this town.
I mean,
Daniel Jones is
the Seahawks came off very aggressive from the beginning. So they definitely look like a top contender for the West.
Against the Giants.
Anyone got here what Evan Neal said today?
I didn't think after the first couple minutes.
Said?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, he asked you, he said, did you hear what Evan Neal said?
Now what he said?
Pretty much he like this the fans.
You asking me,
Al? Lion, called them sheeps. He wouldn't dare listen to what they got to say about them booing.
Oh wow.
So he I mean, I don't know, it's his opinion, but he just know that it don't end well unless you go out there and perform. It just his situation would be like how Randy was when he put the thumbs down to the
put
fan.
the thumbs down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can learn from situations like that, like what the do's and do not, especially playing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I even know that when Sunday night when the Jets was playing, like we all knew as Jets fans that was gonna if Zach Wilson came out there and laid the egg, that was gonna be it. That was gonna be it. Like that's just what and you can look in the eyes of Jet fans that night, like they was ready to start booing. They was ready to start booing. And I'm talking about in the first quarter, the first 3 and out, they was ready to start booing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
that's New York.
That's crazy.
So when you
then
do stuff like that, when you do stuff like what Evan Neal do, what he did or say, they light your ass up. They're gonna light his ass.
It's New York. You can't put gas on the fire. That's what that's considered because New York. This is the thing with New York, and it's really like that in every sector. It's not just basketball. It's just how New York really is. You know what I'm saying? People will love you, and the same people will turn around and hate you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you in those positions, right? You can't get caught up into all that. And I know Randall learned his lesson with the thumbs down because if you're gonna play for a New York team and you do that, it's hard for you to get back on a good side because they'll just hate on you for no reason in New York. It's bad. But one thing I want to say, being that we touched on the Jets, because that was the next team we was going to talk about. I noticed how they sold seats and they was doing different that they played the Chiefs last time, right? the Jets,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, for the
Taylor Swift
Right.
brought all the seats because she supposedly allegedly messed with Kelsey from the Chiefs. So I was thinking that maybe because of this, the Jets might show up, because nobody likes somebody coming in a stadium doing all that, and that's what the Chiefs did. They brought seats, they you know what I mean? They did all that prima donna stuff. But like Elle said, when Wilson came out and he showed what people kind of had in the back of their minds, what he gonna do, it was bad. Same thing for
Yeah.
old boy. So at the end of the day, both quarterbacks from the Jets and the Giants, they similar. They both they ain't got it. They don't have it. And another good thing is that we heard today that Rodgers said that he's trying to have a speedy recovery, and you hear them like, hoping that has some validity. But bro, that tells me that this season is done for them, because if that man go back, he got hit. Yo, bro, he got hit after. I don't want to laugh because I wanted to laugh, but he got really hurt. So I felt like, damn. And then I felt bad for my boy L. And then I felt bad too, being a New Yorker, honestly, because the same thing he said about how he was hoping the Giants would be good, I felt vice versa. If my Giants ain't good, the Jets would be good. And when I seen Rodgers go down off of a few snaps, I said, yo, New York got the black cloud over it. But that's my take on the Jets. And what you think about the Jets? You know anything about them, Paige? In reference to what we said, what you think about anything that we may have mentioned, and then L may have something else he want to say about the Jets. Oh, she went out. L, you get the
I get it.
give your last take on the Jets.
Yeah, Jay did it. You know how the Jets is. You're a Jet fan. The
No,
thing
they
that with the Jets is,
competitive. I know they defense is
yeah.
great.
I mean, listen, the defense is top 5 defense. You know what I mean?
And Zach learned something from Rodgers quick. I can tell.
I would hope so hard. I would hope so.
He did. How he
chewed his
faked
ass
that
a little bit.
handoff and tucked the ball.
That was nice. That was nice.
It's little stuff he's doing already, but it takes time,
nice.
bro. See, this is what it should have been. This is what, and if things would have worked out, how it would have been. He would have played behind Rodgers, seen Rodgers do it, and by the time it's time for Rodgers to retire, he would have been ready. You said this a long time ago, L. You said these quarterbacks need enough time under a good quarterback. And that's true, because he had a little bit of time under Rodgers, and I could see it. Even though it's not ready, it's still in the oven. You know what I'm saying? Word.
No, he looked good the other night, man. I mean, I'm critical of him because I just know how he plays. He'll give it and he'll take it right back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to that shit. He don't never give us a whole complete game. That was his first. He's been in the league 3 years. The other night was his first night of him having 2 touchdowns, throwing for 2 touchdowns in the game. That was his first time in 3 years. 3 years.
That's crazy.
I mean, game one, you should have had 2 touchdowns. You're open as a rookie. Like, let it go. I'm letting it go. You should have to wait till your third year in the league to do that.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn my camera. I like this view for us.
I think this is the one that make me lag though. See, I wasn't lagging.
Oh, if it do, I take it off. If it do,
I'm
you lagging that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back. You don't need you lagging, because when it had the box, it didn't look right. They can hear you, but they can't see you. Shout out to the chat, man. What up, Bo? Yeah, you finally got a show, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some topics. We're gonna talk about the NBA next, going over the NFL right now. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all shout out our new host, Paige. If y'all ain't already shout her out in the chat, shout her out. Hit the like button for us and share the show. That's all I can ask y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get to that 1,000. We about 40 away. So if y'all help us, and if you watching after, don't just watch. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when we live. All that good stuff. One game don't prove a ton.
Yeah, so back to Zach, like I was saying, the thing with him is I watch him and he just like he's scared to throw the ball. You know, he don't give his receivers that chance to go get them 50-50 balls. And all he got to do is just let it go. You know, when it's your fault and you know when it's what you're supposed to be doing. You got top-notch receivers on that Jet squad. You got top-notch running back. You gotta throw the ball. And he threw the ball. But the minute he gets tentative and he don't want to throw the ball, it's downhill. And I have to agree with JJ. Like, it's just one game, but he's supposed to be playing like that. He's supposed to play like that, you know.
Thank
I
you.
understand
Thank
what you're
you.
saying. Shout out to DSJ. What's good, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, you know, everybody don't know we back, so tell a friend, let them know we back live. We dropped the link a little towards the end. If you want to jump in. All right, moving right along.
Moving right along. Let's go to the NBA. What about
NBA season?
Harden? Harden definitely skipped media day, and he arrives in training camp. So what's gonna happen with that? What y'all think about that? Skipping media
I think
day
Harden's
is
a prima donna.
Ooh.
He's a prima donna, James Harden.
What's up, El? What you think about
honestly, I'm happy he showed to at least camp. Normally he don't show up to camp neither. If you follow Harden, he don't.
Is that a sign?
I mean, to me, knowing his history, that's a business. That means he won his money.
I smell a trade. I don't know.
A trade? Maybe. They do probably want to move him, but you got to understand, people don't want to give what he worth, and Philly know his worth. Morey still believe in him, and he didn't play too bad. I can't blame him for the loss. But I don't think they're going to do better with this coach. Like, that's not the type of coach I see them winning the chip with. Even though he won before, he wins chips with players who buy more in. You know what I mean? The Philly got too many players who go on their own island too much. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that, it's like what I say about the Knicks. It's too much. I got this when players ain't really like that yet. Embiid is, but that's the thing about Embiid, I think, what makes him good. He know when to shoot and when to pass. He may shoot sometime too much, but you'll see Embiid drop that pass off for an easy bucket to his teammate. You know what I mean? And for a big that's like MVP level, you got to be happy for, for him making those passes.
So why you call him a prima donna? Is that because
Harden?
He wants what he wants and he's not going to back down? Like, what's your take on that? Because I don't really see him being a prima donna.
Yeah, he is, because look what he did. He forced his way out of Houston, forced his way off of Brooklyn, and now he forcing his way off of Sixers. My thing is, I give you the benefit of the doubt one time. Now, 2 more times, it ain't every team fault. You can't force your way out. We get you out, and now, I don't want to be here. Even though he had all right with the Kyrie situation. He did. I didn't knock him for that. But now I'm knocking him for wanting out of this situation. Why? You have a good team. What's the problem? Where you want to go now? He want to go to the Clippers. Shout out Borg in the building.
From my understanding, him and Morey they got the beef. It ain't got nothing to do with the team. So he said that Morey lied to him. Mm-hmm. He said Morey lied. He said Morey lied to him. From my understanding, he was promised something, like if he took a pay cut or if they was going to take care of him on the back end, and that didn't happen. So that's why you keep calling him a liar. So he said that's why he don't want to play for him. He never said nothing about the team. He said he don't want to play for Philly long as Morey's
yeah, that's true,
working for them. Shout out to my boy Heck in the building. Salute.
Word.
Now you're right about that. That's a good point. He ain't say nothing about the team, but I think before he said that about Morey, he wanted to be traded. That news broke first. So I think he just, you right though about the money part. I heard that too. even though we don't know the details, it's something going on with that piece that made him want to say he not messing with dude who he been messing with for all this time. And Morey got the trade done for him. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Harden wanted to go to another team. Like when you a player like that and you see teams get beefing up, even though him and Embiid, who else would you say? Because Tucker's on his, I don't even think he there anymore. Do Philly got a big three? I'm sitting here trying. You can't say Tobias Harris. Maxey was coming off the bench and starting. Shake Milton ain't there no more. He's on I think the Pistons. So do Philly got a big three? Because most teams got a big three. I know it's Harden and Embiid. Who would you say is who would you say is their third option on Philly?
Well,
Maxey, right?
Maxey. That's the only one. I mean,
He's
Tobias
good.
Harris, he's been it, but I don't know if that's what you consider a third option. So I don't know if you consider him a third option.
He said, "Yo, so what's good, Hack? Oh, they said that's right, Hack. That's right, Hack. They signed Kelly Oubre, and I was been saying we should have got Kelly Oubre because guess what? Kelly Oubre is gonna come off the bench or start and put in work. I bet you. That's a good pickup for Philly. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who? Knicks ain't never doing shit.
I know, Bo. He said,
breaking news. The Knicks ain't did shit.
Yo, listen.
Breaking news.
The more I think about it, though, the more I think about it, and I think about it, and this whole
let me get my music right now. He about to say something.
No, go ahead, El. Speak about your team, El. Speak about your team. Get your goggles on. Go ahead.
Right. The more I think about it, the more I have to, I get on him all the time because of how he his mental, right? His mental. I'm talking about Julius Randle.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to give him his respect. He's going into his 10th year, but he's playing like a 10th year player. He's playing like a player that should be playing in his 10th season in the NBA. 2 All-Stars in the last 3 years. All NBA teams both times. Both them years the Knicks made the playoffs. Yeah, he didn't play too good in the playoffs, but I mean, if he hurt, he shouldn't. If he was hurt, he shouldn't have been out there. You know what I mean? You go out there, you got to live with the results. It was good, Greeny, but I got to give him some credit. And then you got another year. You got another year of Brunson and them guys together. I really think that Cat is sleeping on the Knicks, and I really do. It's not me as a Knicks fan. Just when you look around and you got a team that's been together, and these guys know how to win. How you think they're gonna come out this season, knowing that they can win?
When you picking the
Knicks,
Knicks 34,
other team, huh?
I said when you picking the Knicks,
I'm still picking them. I'm still picking them around the 4th, 5th seed.
Okay,
I'm still picking them
maybe you got a
with a chance to sneak in the back door. With a chance to sneak in the back door, pause, and get the 3rd seed because we don't know how the rest of these teams. And then you got a lot of other teams that's out there that's making noise. You don't know how Orlando's going to look. You don't know how Orlando's going to look. You don't know how Miami's going to look. Right now, Jimmy Butler could say all he want to. He can say all he want to. Like
Jimmy Butler with the bob, or Jimmy Butler with with the afro, or the high.
I think that's going to be a different addition. Yeah, that's a new addition. Yeah, this is a new with the bob, with the straight. Yeah, nah, this is different.
With the split ends, which Jimmy Butler are you talking?
I hope he don't play. I hope he don't play like that during the regular season. But to each his own. To each his own. But I don't see them unless they add a key piece. Unless they got something in the that they about to bring out. I can't see them. Mm-mm.
But bro, respectfully,
We
didn't see them. We didn't see them last year. I ain't saying you. I had to say we, because I even felt like we could beat the Heat. And the players that they swapped out, because the good players that they had was hurt. What's my man name? The boy who RJ always go at it with from the Heat. The fly boy. What's his name, man? Hero. He was hurt. He back. So it's like when you get beat by players, like I said on the other show, that didn't even get a bag yet, I can't say we got to go and do it. I always say the same thing, like in reference to that. When we cross the lines and meet them in the playoffs, we got to beat them. It take more than even a better team. Obviously, we saw that. And that's something we got to look at closely, because roster to roster, people lost their money on the Knicks because we had a better roster. But we got out coached. We didn't stay with our man. All they did was throw that extra pass. I watched the games over. They threw one extra pass when all we had to do was stay on our man. It may seem simple, but this is just one problem that I kept seeing. You know what I mean? When a team beats you with team ball, you got to go to team ball. Where it's like your best players got to make the best plays because they coaching, knowing what you going to do. You get what I mean? And then you getting beat by a team with two players that got money on it. And why I say got money is because the NBA goes by, they pay players early and everything. RJ money kicking this year. He got $100 million before it even kicked in. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like it don't make sense. You got to make it make sense. And we should talk about Detroit.
That's right.
They about to come out. Grace Jones.
For what, the Miami Heat? Right. I mean, you got them.
No, I just talked about that situation, bro. I'm not saying they're gonna be better than us this year. I compared the team, more of team sport playing together.
What I'm looking at and coaching. What I'm looking at that we got going on for ourselves is our growth and development. You got these guys on our team is getting older, and the game is starting to become easy to them. You know, we wasn't no walk in the park last year. So why going into this season you think that you can expect anything different? We wasn't a walk in the park last year. I don't think
what was different though.
That's on this team, it's not going to revert back to old habits. So I don't see them falling down. So, I don't see them getting worse.
I'm not talking about reverting. So what you saying, L, is because you have the same team, you think that same team, they wasn't punks last year, so you think they grew from last year to be able to compete with the teams that have gotten new additions and things like that.
And they're addressing some needs. You get a full season of Josh Hart now. You went out there and got the shooter, that 3-and-D dude. So he's going to be out there helping you guys. And hopefully you got guys like Grimes. He's going into his third year. So hopefully he can blossom a little bit. You know, you got RJ going into his 5th year. You got Randall entering his 10th year. You got a 2nd year of Brunson. You got Mitch.
Kept saying hopefully.
Mitch coming in, a healthy Mitch, a fully healthy Mitch. Huh?
I say you could have kept saying hopefully. You stopped after Grimes, where you got to say hopefully RJ, hopefully Rand. It's too many hopefullys, realistically. Like because RJ,
well, I mean, you don't know how you never know how the season. You never know how the season is gonna play out. You never know how the season.
I'm going by. So I always go by. I always go by players, and then like I just broke down, teamwork, coaches, right? You can have a better roster. That was already proven. Keep it real, because we had a better roster than the Heat. It's just that if you got to learn how to play more together, and that's why Babe said that. So the point of saying that is because you could be right that they could learn from how they got beat, right? But this is the problem. You just said Randall going into his 10th season, 2 All-Stars, right? 2 NBA back-to-back out of 3, all the information, right? So you know what that means? You got players still trying to prove themselves instead of just trying to win. And I'm not just saying Randall, he's an example of it. Because of when you better than players, and even though he was hurt, sometimes even how they got hurt, you doing more than you have to do because you could use your whole team even more because you guys aren't, I don't want to say not built like that, but you aren't established guys, cooking guys in the playoffs. because every year you have to go by that. Dudes who in the playoffs in the second round, third round, this is how you get established to where it's like, cool, we lost to these guys last year. We got to knock them off this year. It wasn't like that last year because the Heat came from the play-in, bro.
So
the Heat came all the way from the play-in. We was live. I mean, last point. We was live on there. They was about to lose. You was calling the game. Jimmy Butler, oh shit, Hardy hit a shot. Them dudes came from the play-in and went all the way to the East. That means a lot to me. It ain't just
a team
the roster.
They're a team that was 2 years removed from the finals. That was 2 years removed from the finals. So it's not like they.
Nah, the guys that beat us. Garbage. Nah, those guys that beat us. I'm not gonna say Vincent and I think Spruce was there. The twin, he wasn't there, bro. It's a different team, bro, that they had from that year. The twin who was going crazy, Vincent was going crazy. I'm sure I can find a couple more people that I'm missing that wasn't on that old team. Now the point that's good with you,
Spoelstra in game 2.
No, I'm talking about they whole run. First of all, you can't just basically get them only credit because they beat the Knicks. They went to the Eastern Conference Final out of the play. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm judging the whole body of work that I seen it because everybody underestimated those guys. And my point of really breaking it down was it was just team ball. If you have better rosters competing against them, dudes is playing together. Yeah, Spoelstra's a great coach, but the guys on the floor have to buy in of really wanting to play together. And those guys did, bro. They made those extra passes and they played together like they played together for 6 years straight. They didn't really play together for that long.
Oh, ain't no argument out of me on that one.
I'm not arguing with you. It was just basically a point I wanted to make on the whole scheme of things, not just against the Knicks. The Knicks just was a team that I expected to beat the Heat. We was a 4th seed. The Heat was an 8th seed in the play-in. We made a big thing about us being the 4th seed. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. Thank God we did the Cavs like that. That shit would have been a bust. And I was at the Cavs game. Thank God we beat the Cavs, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So that shit don't mean nothing.
You got another year in growth with that team. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You do.
I don't see them. I don't see them going down.
The whole East beefed up, bro.
I don't see them going down. I understand that. I just don't see them going down. I just don't see them going down. So when I say the 4th and 5th,
I don't think the seed matters. I'm not getting caught up in that this year. I don't think nobody's right or wrong when they guess a seed. I think that don't matter when I just gave the example of Miami being in the play-in. So you could guess, predict. You got it right. I told Beige that earlier. I told her you got it right when you said 4th seed.
Yeah.
Because it can happen. I'm just saying that don't mean nothing at this point if we not gonna beat the team. We supposed to have been in the Eastern Conference against that competition. Respectfully.
Sure enough should have.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. With this talent. Even though Randy was hurt,
so that's why you get that year. You get that year.
No, I'm talking about looking at who we played against. Everybody got better. They added big players, man. Porzingis, a Holiday. You got Dame now on the Bucks.
I mean, that's only two. That's only 2 teams. That's only 2 teams. That's only
but it's a lot of people.
Right. Well, Holiday added to the Celtics lineup. They're gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
He's a multi-talented player. He's what I'm speaking of, where he's gonna sacrifice his points, right? And I always said this about Josh Hart. Josh Hart does that. The Knicks need more players like that. You see what I'm saying? Like a Drew Holiday that's gonna come in, play defense. He ain't worried about, and the players that don't worry about scoring still finish with 20 points, bro. Because I teach the game. You can't have your mind thinking score. So if you're a player, bro, and you're going to be just look good on the court, bro, the score is not always there. And especially if you cooking, that means that they're already playing you to score. Somebody's leaving their man. You got to get a ball up. That's the full game. It's like my nephew, Stephon Castle. He plays the full game. He doesn't worry about, I'm going to go out here and get 48. No, but he might have 40 because you don't know if he's going to pass or shoot. But you got our players. You know Randy gonna shoot, or you know this player gonna shoot. Leave your man double him. He gonna throw it in the 3rd row. This shit don't change. It don't. You got to get a better player out there to be like, yo, bro, get off the ball. That's why Brunson was doing that. Son, get off the ball. Give me the ball. Yeah. So now with Brunson going, if you double him, he's gonna go. He's gonna kick it. You see what I'm saying? He fits that Villanova description of making the right read that I'm speaking of. Hart makes the right read. That's how you win. That's why they won national championships. Divanchenko, he's going to make the right passes. So I respect the Knicks picking up players that's going to make the right play instead of bringing more players that's going to be trying to go for self and still prove that they all listen. That's not going to help our team. We need to combine our powers and play together, and we could be a real good team. Salute to my boy Pop in the building. We're going to drop the link. A few people could hop in. We only got we staying on for an hour. This is how the show is run. Let me let y'all know we dropping the link to give people enough time after we get after Beige get her questions off for the panel. And then you guys could come in and mention any of the subjects that you want to address that we spoke of. It's cool. We're going to drop the link in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, man, that's basically how I feel about it. We went around from all teams, and I like that because we was just talking about, you brought up something, and it just basically veered off into the whole league because it's all connected.
What about the Lakers? What you think about? What you think about LA?
That's another team that came from the play-in.
Is Denver going to return? How's Phoenix going to?
Denver's going to return
because Phoenix got better. Let me tell you this: Phoenix got better.
Yeah,
and ain't nobody.
Phoenix
not just with them adding Bradley Beal. That didn't make them better. That didn't make them better. When they got them players from Milwaukee made them better. Adding to that bench made them better. That's what made them better. Up until then, they wasn't that. They were just top heavy. They was top heavy, and about them top heavy.
Book at the point. They got book at the point.
Yeah,
I mean, I think the Lakers is going to be good because they, like I said, they came from the play-in. LeBron was hurt. I think AD going to wake up this year because there's a lot of talk about how he just play when he want to play, and it's the time frame for LeBron is getting short, so they're gonna try to make a run, even though the West is tough. But I think Denver is gonna be back. Because I was talking about this on last show. Basketball is going back to traditional basketball. Passing the rock. Joker is the best player on his team, and he leads in assists. Triple doubles, to be exact. So that tells you that he's MVP. So if the MVP doing that, what does that tell you, bro? It should tell you a lot for basketball. And that's how they won, bro. They made the right plays, passes. And I talked about this years on the show. Playing basketball, if you sharing that rock, your whole team plays defense because they involved. Even L used to say, yo, just give him a touch. Let him touch it so he could kick it back out. All that matters, bro. So with that being said, Denver Nuggets did all that.
Watch me. Warriors. Bucks. Lakers.
No, go conference to conference. Why you don't do East then West? Because you mixed it.
Celtics.
Celtics. Bucks. I'll help you. That's
I don't know.
Bucks.
I don't know yet.
Said give you in general then. You said Warriors. Why Warriors? Because of the team ball I was talking about?
Nah. I'm a player. I like players over
Don't
teams.
forget they added Chris Paul too.
But overall, exactly.
They about to trade Chris Paul. They trained Chris Paul of Portland. No, my bad. That's not. I heard that before, but that can't be. No. Sorry. I'm sorry. Wrong.
I was about to say
Drew because no. Hear me out. The Warriors wanted Drew. Listen, the Warriors wanted Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
And they was gonna flip him for Paul, which make more sense because Paul is good with the young guys, and Drew Holiday fit better with the Warriors because this is the main reason why Drew Holiday fit better with the Warriors. Drew Holiday could guard a 1 or a 2. So putting Curry and Paul as starting that backcourt is way too small. Way too small. So they got to fix that. And they said Paul gonna start. So if they would have got Holiday up there with Curry, then that would have been okay. But Portland probably said, look, we can't play Paul and what's my man name that got drafted? The kid that was on G League Ignite, the young boy, Scoop. Can't play them neither. Even though Paul helps younger players very well. So he would have groomed those guys, but it didn't happen. He's on the Celtics. Celtics. Shout out to Brad Stevens, man. He's out there making chess moves, and Leon Rosenthal is in the kitchen with the checkers game out. They in the kitchen with the checkers. I feel they're
gonna make a move, Hard. I feel are gonna make a move. I feel they're gonna make a move.
He looked at the checkerboard and dude already had Connect 4. What do you mean?
You know what I be thinking sometimes though?
Connect 4 already. It's already preseason.
You know what
I
think sometimes, Hard? I think that, and it may just be me thinking this way, right? I just think that cats be trying to finagle us, and we've been finagled so long that front office that we got now don't want to be finagled anymore. You know, because they know that when they know you sitting on all this draft capital, somebody wants that. They want what you have. You understand what I'm saying? They want that. So you got teams that's envying that the Knicks got all this, and you got a good team, and you got all.
They're not doing no business with us, bro.
They is doing business.
Yo, bro, that's like having all the money. You're not spending it.
Hard. I be feeling they trying to milk us. I be feeling all right. You see what Boston gave up for Drew Holiday, right? You see what they gave up, right? And some feel they overpaid. Some feel they overpaid for that. You know? So this thing about what we sitting on. We sitting on more than they got. They gonna be like, oh, we want this, that, and the third.
Nah. So you know what the problem is? And I'm glad you just said that. You know what the problem is? Knicks fans value the talent more than the market is worth on the talent. So you're not only talking about picks and money, you talking about players too when you talk about making a move. So you can't think it's like you be saying third seed, bro. No way that the market is looking at it that way. No way. We talking about the talent level of certain guys. It's no way, right? They're not gonna move Brunson. Right? Look at who they have. They didn't even pay people like Quickly already yet. Think about it. So if they think teams is trying to jerk them, it could be they overrating what they have. And then when the team asks for another pick instead of the player, they don't want to do it. They're just gonna keep waiting. Keep waiting. You can't waste this shit. You only got a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you got
the NBA got rules.
Expiring contracts.
I'm just saying, bro. That don't really. So. It ain't what we think when we taking the Knicks side of it. It's two sides.
I'm not taking the Knicks side.
I'm not saying you. It's two sides to the coin.
That to myself, like maybe they just tired of being finagled, and I mean when you see results, it's hard to argue with them. You know what I mean? Like
New regime wasn't finagled. How? Leon Rosenthal haven't been finagled. The reason why
I'm talking about this Knicks regime right here. You know, like Knicks in general in past has gotten finagled. Yes, we have been. You know, we did. So we overpaid for players and gave up first round draft picks and signed bum players. We done did all that. But this regime right here is doing it the right way. And when you see results from what they do, yeah, that first year when they went out there and they signed Evan Fournier and they did all that, they learned from that mistake. And it's evident that they learned from that mistake because how they moving right now. You know what I mean? We just as New Yorkers and as Knicks fans, we like to blow things up, but we really don't see it. When they played up against Cleveland, you saw it played out that they made the smart move by not throwing all that in to go get that player, because now you can go get that player on the back end.
But we didn't win. How do we know that? We don't know if we're gonna get that player, and we didn't win.
I said you can. I said you can because you didn't blow the bag. You know what I mean? So you still got pieces to move around, and it'll cost you cheaper now, especially with him saying that he don't want it. He not re-signing there.
See, this the problem. People don't call it like really what happened. When Tibbs sat Fournier in them, and he put them young boys in the game and gave them all them time, all them minutes, you ain't know how that was going to go. That was really breaking up. That was really blowing it up. Because I told you last season when we went on air that if the way that shit was looking, you better play these so we can know who we going to keep or who we going to get rid of type of thing. Think about it. You can see now that the smoke cleared. When they changed it up and sat, he didn't even play roles. He didn't play phone. Because guess what? He had to see with those other guys that he said, you know what I mean? Like he had Grimes starting when he said he didn't. He did, but Grimes was hurt. So cool. I'm talking about Tibbs. We were saying who should start. He had Grimes all along starting. They never went and got nobody to fit in that 2 position. And even when you broke down who we got, Grimes 3 years, that's not a shooting guard that's taking us nowhere right now. That's not a shooting guard that's taking us
anywhere. We're just looking for pieces of the puzzle. See,
no, in the NBA, you need a shooting guard who is all-star. I wasn't finished though. Nah, I was talking though just now. You need a shooting guard who's gonna be on the level of the NBA of your peers in the league. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying we don't need him on this team. So yeah, I'm saying he can go into his 3rd year, and that's another year of development. We don't need him to do anything. It's like when Cats was overvaluing, not overvaluing, but had RJ under a microscope, and he's not doing it, but he's the 3rd option on the team. He's the 3rd option. We know who 1st and 2nd option. He's the 3rd option on the team. So where do you think Grimes is at? So Grimes got to get in where he's been at. And he's probably like the 5th option on the team because the ball will go to quickly before it go to him.
That's what I'm saying.
All you want to see him do is grow. Another year of maturity, another year of NBA season up under your belt. So you just want to see him grow. I don't expect nothing from Grimes. I don't.
Last thing I'm gonna say on that is
be a part of a team, and that's what Tibbs ended the thing with when he talked about Fournier. Just go out there and do your job, and I always say that because the NBA at the end of the day it's a business, and if cats go out there and do their job, then you'll see more success when cats go out there and do their job. Even when you lose, it's like somebody ain't do their job right because you ain't win. Do your job.
The problem is, my last point on this, the problem is the office and the roster got to be on the same. You can't be trying to do something and like you saying he just got to give him time. The team will have to be doing like Detroit is doing or something like that. Because guess what? The dudes who came in even younger than Grimes will pass Grimes. Just like all them young Detroit players was getting run. And people saying, they ain't going to be shit. I can't wait to see this year. I can't wait because I know basketball.
You got these young guys on the team. They're not growing hard. They're not growing.
So the point I'm making is when I brought that example up is let me make the main point of it is this. The team is chasing unobtainable goals. The way they coaching and the years, like you said, they made mistakes. They brought this in, they paid $40. They could have been playing them other dudes the way, and Detroit was already doing it at that same time. You get what I'm saying? So when I'm saying they chasing goals that's obtainable, bringing in Kemp and doing all this shit, not even the players who fit the description to bring you there, like Randall and all these players that they believing in. And now, if you developing with them players because they're young and you going the way Detroit is going because we're not going to win, then that's a difference. You saying, give them time. That's true. But the team ain't doing that. And when they realized they was making a mistake is when I brought up recently when Tibbs and them, they shut that shit down. And they start just playing people because next year, it shit ain't going to work. So now it's still like, it's confusing because you didn't put the talent that you really need in there. So you're going with the same thing again, right? Okay, them dudes better play the best team ball ever. It better not be 5 dribbles between the legs, telling people to get out the way. It better be and the same coaches there. How many ISOs did Randall have? How many one-on-ones did Brunson have to take? Think about it. When RJ was being isolated, when he played better when Randall wasn't there, when the playoffs was there, he started cooking. No player could step up in the playoffs and not be able to play in the regular season. That means it was something going on the team where they wasn't being utilized right. They wasn't sharing the ball enough to bring out the best of all of them. It was too much ISO ball. See what I'm saying? And when Randall went down, RJ was playing way better. We were saying, you can't even talk nothing about the regular season.
He had to. So
this ain't all at you. This is just part of part of my take and my point I'm making.
I understand
I remember everything.
His touches went up, of course.
Yeah, but they was playing more team ball is what I'm bringing out. It's not just about him. It was more team ball because some players play better when the ball is moving better because that's how they used to playing. You see what I'm saying? But when it's not like that, people critiquing them, but they not breaking down why it looked that way.
So basically, what y'all saying is Nuggets, Warriors, Bucks, and Lakers. That's what y'all saying?
Nuggets, Warriors,
Bucks.
Well, what
and
about
Lakers.
Phoenix? What about Phoenix?
What about Phoenix?
What
What
about
about Boston?
They
I think
fifth.
Phoenix is gonna be in it.
They fifth.
And
That's
a lot of
top
y'all in the
five.
chat, all y'all know is Knicks. That's why
Who?
you
How long
say
before?
shit.
How long
That's
before?
why you say
How long
stuff
before
and then
Morant,
you hide your
John
hand.
Morant come back? How long before John Morant come back?
John Morant got like a 10 game. He be back soon. He already could practice with the team and travel with the team.
Oh, so don't even count them out. But they lost. I feel like they lost one of their key players.
I'm giving out Nick shades too. I'm gonna get them orange shades that got all Nick colors in the middle where you can't really see. I'm giving them out to all the people who got Nick blinders on.
Nick blinders. They
free.
Can have them.
Free. Compliments to Hardwell. For the love of the game, I mean. Well,
let's go ahead.
You gotta have a pit.
Let's go ahead and break into hip hop, y'all. Wack 100. Go ahead. Hip hop. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Yeah, we got 10 minutes anyway.
What's up with Wack 100 disrespecting Cam and Mase show? It is what it is. What's your take on that? Was it his opinion or was he being salty?
You want to go first,
Al?
I think it was his opinion. It is what it is. I think it was his opinion. Will I say it's a fair opinion? Nah. I think it was his opinion. I just don't think it was a fair opinion. And I don't think he watched them guys, enough. He got a large sample size for him.
Yo, L, what is a fair opinion, bro? It's an opinion.
I just think it's fair because it came. I feel like
he mean fair, like he was being optimistic,
trying to be
like
honest,
he wasn't trying to. Yeah,
I mean,
he was being political.
I get it,
but he didn't want to disrespect too much.
Right. So, what's your opinion?
I don't mind being this, but I just I heard how he said it, so I understood how he said it, and
okay.
Somebody believe they doing something right. The bag came, so somebody believe they doing something right. So
I watched the show.
I think it's gonna last. I think it's gonna last. If you ask me, my opinion.
Well,
I think it's a dope show.
My opinion on it is, sound like a little hate to me. Once I heard him say they're not gonna last, that's kind of preying on somebody's downfall. He might be right though. That's what he do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to those guys. I really don't know what they made, how much they got. From a podcast perspective, though, that's motivating. Because if dudes could get millions, that means anybody could get hundreds of thousands. So I use all that for motivation. I think Wack basically speak too much on New York stuff. Like, I don't really care what's going on in Cali. No disrespect, but I ain't covering everything that happened in Cali. So I guess New York always got some news going on for Cali, Wack, the one to cover. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Wack though. He trending all the time. Can't hate on somebody doing that.
He always trending.
Yeah, I can't hate on that.
I don't ever think a grown man should have a opinion on another grown man's success. Even though it may seem as though it was an opinion, it can come off very salty as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely my take on that.
All right. Well, we got another topic on hip hop. Shout out Bugs. What's good, Bugs? We got another topic on hip hop. 15 to 20 years later, Tupac's alleged killer, Keefe D, was arrested. I asked that question. What do you guys think about that? You first, Beige.
Without even knowing, I just thought that he wasn't even thinking before he said what he said. And
right.
I believe if he didn't do it, he definitely knew about it and he was keeping quiet this whole time. But I feel like he might have did it.
What you think, Al?
I just feel like he the only one left. So who else you going to charge? You know, but they've been talking about them for like years. You go back to all them little documentaries and this, that, and the third. They've been talking about this dude and all the other ones for years. So it always centered around them. It's just a matter of what took so long. But you know, I mean, there's no one else to blame. Even if he didn't pull the trigger, he still was there. So he always put himself there. So last I checked, you supposed to be an accessory. Last I checked, you know. So he's supposed to get charged. I just feel like nobody. All the other guys died. They all died.
He did a deal with the police or something like
Saying
that.
What?
He did something with the government to keep himself cleared. Oh yeah, we got to talk about that before we go to.
Oh, look at that.
What's good, Bug?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on, Miss Lady? How y'all?
We're great.
Shout out to the chat.
How are you?
I'm great. Shout out to the chat. Blessings, health, and happiness to everybody. Hope everybody the greatest form of health. Anything you're going through, we don't pray that you go through it. We also pray that you get through it. Just come up here and rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be amongst, you know what I'm saying, the four horsemen right here. It look like the four horsemen or something right here going on. But what's happening with y'all, man? I've been in the chat listening to y'all.
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, we just we talking about Keefe D getting locked up for the Tupac murder. We already went over NBA. If you want to talk about, we talked about the Knicks, and we right now we at the Tupac Keefe D getting arrested after all these years. His Vlad interview, if you never seen it, is interesting. It's before he got arrested. So you get a chance to see the whole thing, the details. Remember, his nephew was the kid who Tupac stomped out. What you think about that, book?
Be honest with you, I forgot all about a lot of that situation, you know what I'm saying, with that Tupac thing and what's going on with it because the way they carried it, you know what I'm saying? But I would have to look into it as far as the Keith situation. If he's getting locked up years and years later, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's good or bad. What is it going to do? What is it going to solve? I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I'm just so tired of us as the people. We get done so many different ways, whereas, you know, it's not even right and exact, you know. So I mean, with the Free Keith situation, man, I'm not even in position to even talk or build upon that right there. You know,
all right, no problem.
Out of current with that, you know, because you
that's news. It's new news, rather. It's,
right.
It's breaking.
I got drugged too long as far as with what was going with the whole case, the whole scenario, the back and forth with the Biggie, the Pac, you know, who did this, who did that, people just saying somebody else did it just so they could be aboard or something. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, drugged too far out of it. I might look into it, see what's going on, but, you know, I've been, you know, busy as far as getting this company thing up and running, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really hear about it until y'all just spoke upon. So I don't like speaking upon something that, you know, I'm not actual facted with it, you know.
All right, no problem. The next thing, basically we covered the sports. If you want to give a take
touch that Charlo fight real quick, because I see everybody want to touch the Charlo fight. Touch that real quick.
Before we go.
Hey, did you get a chance to see the Charlo fight Saturday night?
And Canelo.
I give it. We gave a take on it last show. Honestly.
Yeah, we talked about it last show, but
yeah, I'll give a quick take on it. Charlo was acting like he wanted to survive, like he didn't want to win. He just wanted to get out the ring. He wanted to make it out the ring alive. Yeah, he wanted to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like he was in shape though. He ran for the whole fight. So he was in shape. He definitely was on that bike. So ain't really much to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Bud and Canelo fight. I don't think Bud would run like that. And if you're gonna beat Canelo, I seen when a few like rounds that Son didn't run, and it looked like if he was gonna do that for a long enough time, he could have really did something to Canelo. So I think people saw that, like, Bud, you can't be scared to beat Canelo. Canelo willing to take a couple shots to hurt you. He's coming forward, and he ain't gonna stop if you hit him. So that's my take. Charlo and his brother with the mental issues in the crowd, both of y'all shouldn't afford. That's it.
Yeah, I
That's
already
my
said
take.
what I had to say from the last one, but yeah, it was horrible to watch, and it's horrible to watch. Like, sorry, Charlos. It's just bad. It was just bad. It was because it was just so bad because I haven't seen a prize fighter fight the way he fought, right? And for him to be undisputed, he's undisputed. That means he hold all the belts in his weight class. Yeah, he had to go up a few notches, but believe me, it wasn't no big deal. You know, it wasn't no big deal. Like Hard said, he looked more than in shape. But when he got in there, with a real fighter. Me personally, like I said on the last show, and it's for the guys that's tonight. I really think that they trainer. I just feel like the the book is out on how to beat them fighters in his camp because they all train the same way because he's had them, so they all fight the same kind of way. They're just in different weight classes. But the book is out on how to beat his fighters.
Spence and Charlo.
Charlo, the Charlo
Yeah,
brother.
that fighter, that trainer
mean?
went up and he's just
Yeah. And notice how you got Bud trainer. He's isolated to Bud. It's not like he got a whole bunch of fighters in his stable. I remember Nassim Richardson and Bernard Hopkins. That was they thing when Bernard Hopkins was tearing up as the undisputed champion. So when you get them trainers and that's all they got is that person, that usually it's nobody else fighting like that one fighter. Like it's nobody else fighting like Crawford. Yeah,
they won't learn the style quicker. So you saying like they won't pick up the style quicker? Yeah.
When you have
like
it's harder. When you have a trainer who has a whole stable, they all fight the same way.
Yeah, and then I think other boxers could probably identify the style easier, like what you're saying, in reference to because all these boxers fight that way. And I seen Charlo and Spence with the same techniques and shit like that. So it's like it's easier to dissect. Would you saw the fight, Borgs?
Yeah, I was watching some of the fight, falling asleep on it and everything, man. I heard somebody else say it. I can't remember the exact person, but I'm not saying it. But to my understanding, the wrong brother was in the ring. The better fighter is his brother. You know what I'm saying? That's to my understanding what I'm hearing. About what's going on amongst them two. One's a dancer and the other one's a fighter, and the dancer was in the ring this round. The fighter won't in there. And when you get in that ring, you gotta get in that ring. You gotta put them gloves on. You gotta fight. And it's showing between my man, what's his name? The guy
Canelo.
that won his corner and Crawford's corner. You gotta shout them corner guys out because they really like putting their squad to work. You know what I'm saying? They're really working on gearing up for these dudes. And these other guys, they're being exposed. They're not really in that ring training and getting right, preparing themselves to go against somebody that's really a killer, in that ring. And it showed over the last two fights that I saw and I watched, But Chano, the guy that won, to my understanding, he said that Bud is not on his radar. He's not looking for that situation. So I think he's going to probably want to move up. And a lot of people don't really realize Bud is comfortable at 157. So when they talk about him going to 157, Bud said he was at 157 a day and a half later after that Spence fight. That's normal for him. So to come up and get some more power along, still have his speed and his skills, than for a person that has power to come down and lose some of his power and just only has speeds. That would be a good situation. But he has to go back and fight Spence, because without Spence, saying, okay, I'm gonna give my man a fight, he can't be in that position. So you got to respect him, and give him the same, the love and the same choice back, to come back, and Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby and do it again, man. You got to do it again.
Yeah, nah. Canelo, whoever fight him next, they just better be prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me shout the chat out. Bo, salute to you again. Good to see you. The Public Enemy, salute. Good to see you. Ron, in the building, still Nick fans, man. Good to see you, bro. Hope all is well with you. Papa Style was good, bro. Who else is in here? Nick's all night. Salute, bro.
Got a quick question from the Public Enemy.
That's not a good question.
Mm.
Not saying no diss to you,
question.
Public Enemy, but neither.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Neither team, they both in the same boat.
If
Bro.
you had to
It's
pick
about
one,
to be
if you had to pick
ugly.
one, if you had to pick one, based
I'm
upon
going with the Jets.
scheduling.
I take the
There you
Jets,
go,
and I ain't
Gage.
even a Jet
There
fan.
you go.
You just
See,
that's
that's
what you
I'm
wanted
saying.
to hear.
That's what I'm
Look.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The more complete team, minus
The
the
Giants
quarterback.
look like
That's
the
what I'm
tiny
talking
mites.
about.
I don't know what's going on. The Giants look like the tiny mites. 10U. I don't know. Like, it's crazy.
Sorry, Bugs. Sorry, Bugs. And you know what hurts the Giants? You know what hurts the Giants? The fact that they got to play against the AFC East. That's what hurts them even more. That's what hurts them even more. So if they ain't have to play against AFC East, because that AFC East is a beast, you know. But
yeah,
based upon what I've seen so far, I would have to say the Jets. Even as a Jet fan, I still have to say the Jets. Daniel Jones is not the man for this town, ladies and gentlemen. They gave him back Bugs. They blew the bag on him.
You know what hurts me more about the Giants more than anything about what's going on right now is this right here. Is because you gotta play football in the trenches. That's where you win and lose games at. On both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And our offensive line was so good last year. And you think we fixed our offensive line, but come this year, our offensive line is just straight terrible. And if you don't have no offensive line and no protection, you can't do nothing. I don't care what's happening on the outside. He's getting punished, Drew. I mean, that offensive line is just terrible. And I'm still one of the ones that want to get Danny that money like that, but still in all, dude ain't got no help in front of him at all. No help at all. And it shows. He got the most sacks against him. He's in a hurry up rushing, getting rid of the ball every time, every play. And they know it. And they just running over the offensive line, man. It's terrible. I'm firing whoever the offensive lines coach is. I'm getting rid of him. Get up out of here, dude. Go back to Baltimore.
Yeah, why you laughing for? We ain't laugh at the Jets, man.
No, I'm just saying
y'all shit is worse, bro. Y'all season ended in the first game, bro. Rodgers down, it's over.
I know. I mean,
that's worse than this guy. We knew this guy. No, I'm saying we knew this guy. No, we knew this guy was like this, L. We knew this guy was just like Zach Wilson, man. Come on. We knew that.
You've
been saying Jones is not the man for this town. You've been saying that since
he's not the man.
Now you want to try to act like,
but
come on, bro.
I will say what helped the Jets out. What helped the Jets out is it was a gift and a curse. Dwayne Brown went down, and they was able to move Mekhi Becton over there, and then they slid Vera Tucker over there to the right tackle. And then they move Mekhi back to his natural position, the left tackle. And now the Jets it seemed to be working. It seems to work now. So, like, stranger things happen.
The Jets is waiting for Aaron Rodgers. Stop it, man. Come on.
That's it.
I mean, you got to try to do something.
Please. You have your Beige. You hear him, right? He do the same thing for the Knicks. They just said they waiting for Aaron Rodgers, and he just had surgery 2 weeks ago. So please, man, come on, man. The Jets are exciting. The Jets are exciting.
He asked, "What team do you see turning it around?" I said the Jets.
No. It was compared out of the Jets and the Giants. Ain't either one of them turn the shit around.
And I said the Jets. And I said the
turn the shit around. Yo, you funny. Yo.
I said the Jets. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me shout. Yo, listen, man. Y'all want to say anything before we get out of here? It's an hour and 8. We out of here, man. Yo, shout out to the chat book. You want to say anything else, man, about the NBA? I mean, we talked about
what you had on the
preseason. Yeah, we talked about the Knicks staying pat, kinda, and the East. Most of the teams getting better. That was what we said. After you, Chanel, Beige, we gonna get out of here. You could close us out.
Milwaukee got better.
Oh, I'll close us out.
Point blank, I feel Milwaukee got better because you got somebody on that roster now that can tell Giannis, get the hell out the way, go and get it off the board or anything. I'm putting this up. You got somebody that can, and Giannis is going to respect him. I don't look at nobody else inside the East. That's just me personally. I don't care what Boston did. I think they got weaker. They don't have no bench, and they don't have nobody on that team now. They don't have nobody on that team that can check, you know what I'm saying, Tatum and Jalen. Holiday there, yeah, he could check him, but he's not going to do that in his first year. Something like what Brunson did when he come here, he has to see what's going on. You know, it's a difference from watching a player and following a player. You know, right now they're going to be watching, you know what I'm saying, instead of following what this guy leadership can bring, you know, because he's just freshly on this team. We're not doing anything doesn't mean we're not advanced as far as a squad. I think we got more chemistry. I think along with not watching but also following Jalen Brunson is big and huge on this team. I think a lot of people on this team has something that they have to prove, and that goes from all the way from Leon Rose all the way to guys who haven't got no money. People have something that they have to prove amongst being on that court. And I think this year is a little bit different. You got a little experience. I heard y'all talk about Grimes. Me personally, I like Grimes. Grimes had his first full complete year in 3 years in the league last season. Grimes also his first year in the playoffs. Grimes is also working with JJ Redick. He sees a lot in this guy, so he's working with this dude. I think Grimes has something that he's going to prove. I just think us as a whole, we're deep, and if everybody stay healthy on this squad, that's the only thing I feel like that's going to hold us back. I'm not saying we're going on championship run, but I think we're going to be more, you know, dangerous as a team because everybody's looking at what Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee, you should win the Eastern Conference. Or Boston, what y'all did, yeah, you should win the Eastern Conference. But when it get down the trenches, Boston don't have them players that want to get real dirty and dirty. That's why. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, they don't have them players that want to get deep down and dirty. They just want to pull up, launch trades. They don't
You
want
can
to
reply when he finished, babe.
Yeah, you can reply. They don't want to get down and dirty. All their goons is gone. You know what I'm saying? One dude went to he went to Dallas. The other one he in Memphis. The goons is gone. Anybody that'll check anybody, get in somebody else's face. But I just like our squad, what we got going on. A lot of people, you know, say we ain't doing anything. This the same thing that we did. This the same thing we did that year after we lost in the first round to the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm saying? And after that year, we broke up some things. This year, we learned from that. Instead of breaking players up and let players go, we kept it and used that for a learning experience. You know, you're not going to just beat Miami. Yeah, you're not talking about Miami. And you talk about money. Money and experience can overdo money sometimes. And them guys had experience. Yes, Vincent was the only person that was not on that Miami team. That backcourt they started in the playoffs, that whole team was inside that bubble going against the Lakers. That's the experience. So experience can play.
Not the twin. Not the twin.
Everybody except Vincent. That's his name,
not
right?
The twin. Nah, Vincent neither. But Vincent was the headband. Twin is the other tall, light skin one.
That's what I mean. Twin. The twin is the twin guy. Spruce. That's his name. And the small, short dude. They was there.
Yeah, Spruce was there.
Yeah, the other Vincent, the guard was there. He was there. All of them was there.
He played though.
Robinson was there. They all played.
Vincent ain't play. I could pull out up right now for you. Vincent ain't play on that team back then, boy. He was already he was a player that they signed for. I forgot how they got him, but he wasn't really a big part of that team when they made that run. Or the twin, but it don't matter. Yeah.
It don't matter. Me just personally, I just like our situation, what we got going on against, you know, some of the other things that other people got going on. That's just me personally.
Ron, what's up? Babe, you want to reply or?
Nah, we already know the Bucks gonna win the East, but go ahead. Anybody else want to go ahead or?
Ron is on the stage.
I just had predictions. I just wanted to hear y'all predictions for Thursday night. I want to hear y'all predictions for Cowboys versus the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ron, what's good, Ron?
I'll be right back.
Oh, somebody in the bathroom.
Nah, he couldn't. He coming back. All right, so what's your question before we get out of here?
So I just want to know what's y'all predictions for the Cowboys 49ers game.
I think the 49ers going to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys is too up and down. They just lost to the Cardinals. That was a great game. I don't know what's wrong with the quarterback. I don't know what's wrong with Son. They up and down, you know, but I think they'll be all right, but I think the 49ers is really playing some good football right now.
They
Did they win
defense
their
is
last
crazy.
game? Did they win
Yeah,
their last? They did. Yeah. I like the 49ers.
yeah. The 49ers is their defensive line is crazy. L, what you think? You on mute, my boy?
Let me see. Is he? No. L, you there? Go ahead, Bug. What you think about
What
that
you
game?
think?
31-17, 49ers in a runaway.
Okay.
31-17. Who
It
played
sound like he
Thursday?
got that on his FanDuel too.
Thursday night, the Commanders versus the Commanders versus the Bears.
She ready too. That's why she laughing. Y'all studying FanDuel numbers already. Look at y'all. God damn. We about to start doing picks too. Pick day. You want your picks?
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna give you a hit. We're gonna hit you a hit ticket because I hit all the time.
Commanders versus the Bears. Who y'all got?
The bet. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm taking the Commanders at the crib.
Commanders at the crib for sure.
Mhm.
Hard. Will, what do you got?
I go with the Commanders
That's what I'm
because
talking
the Bears
about.
is the quarterback is too young right now. Even though he played good, he's still kind of young. He got a lot to learn.
Even though he what? That boy looked like some waste management. You hear me? Trash. Doo-doo. He's trash.
Yeah, you would expect they was expected to be a whole lot better than what they was when the season started, and they have looked like nothing, and they haven't won a game. But last game was his best game that he played, but one
Yeah.
person is going to do it. They need a whole total team effort. And you said it right. They some trash.
Yeah. They got right now, they got the worst record in the Bears history.
And they got a new quarterback. Even though that guy got talent, quarterback got talent, he still got to learn the ropes.
Justin Fields?
Yes. The Public Enemy said, wake up. The Sacramento Kings has taken a huge step up. So don't forget about them. Kings went to 7 games with Golden State. Great point, The Public Enemy. I like when people refresh memories. Hey there, my niece. How you doing? I see you in karate.
Not in karate.
Keep up the good work. It's not karate. What is it?
It's my home. It's my home.
Okay, as long as you're getting good at what you do. I see you in your suit.
It's not a suit. It's my shirt.
He talking about your karate shirt. Let me take the body.
Yeah, so
can you hear me now?
I like when people bring up old. I like when people rewind time. Pardon me, L. Rewind time and say stuff like this because people forget what happened from last season and they start going on players that they think is going to be better and all this and all that. I go on teams that's getting better, and this is a good example because the Sacramento brought into each other, and they got young players like my man from Kentucky. Damn, I can't think of his name right now. No, not Fox, his man. We know Fox be killing, but the one who just got there from Kentucky, he shoot that ball like crazy and he jump. He got the little flat top. But yo, listen, they got young players over there that is buying into the system, and I think that coach from the Sacramento Kings got a lot from the Warriors with that chemistry piece that I kept talking about with the NBA earlier, that chemistry piece. And I just wanted to address that. I know we was talking about football, but I like to address the comments.
Yeah. He been said it earlier, but L, you missed out on a whole prediction, but it's cool.
Who you got, 49ers or Dallas?
I got the 49. I was just saying that the defense was going to be the same, but no, I did not thought about it. I remember that Diggs was out, so they missing their corner on Dallas. So, but the 49ers, yeah, they like the early favorite Super Bowl team right now.
They on a collision course with the Eagles. Now one of them teams is going to lose until they play one another.
Books, they protect that quarterback. You see how they
Eagles is
simplify
like up
the
and
offense
down.
for San Francisco. They simplify the offense. They said the defense is going to keep them in the game, so they simplify the offense so they can just put up points. And look, that's the pedigree of success right now for that team. You know, that defense is woo, that defense is a beast.
I know Philly got to stop playing. They look good, but they play up and down. They play to their competition sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? That could be a problem for you. It's all good, Ron. We about to get up out of here. If you're gonna come in right now, we'll pull you up real quick. He's about to get up out of here. Thanks, Bo. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got the 49ers and the Cowboys tomorrow. Knicks preseason underway. We're gonna cover some of that. We're gonna actually try to check out some other preseason games, or at least the scores.
The Cowboys and the 49ers don't play the Sunday night. Tomorrow night
Sunday
is
night?
the Commanders and the Bears.
Okay, cool. My bad. So tomorrow, Thursday night football, is the Commanders and the Bears. We all pick the Commanders. L, who you got on that one?
I got the Commanders.
Full panel with the Commanders. Okay, if we not on here Friday, we will be on here over the weekend. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write in the community so you can, know what's going on with us. What's good, Ron?
What's up, y'all? My bad, man. I was coming home from work. I saw y'all was on. I said, let me holler at my guys for a minute. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. You know what I mean? It's good to see y'all. And shout out to Sage. I don't really know you, but if you on their show, you must be legit. So salute to you. Always, you're welcome. Always good to see my man Jay Boogie. Yeah, man, I miss y'all. Pause. Y'all really like that hat, Hall. We'll pause. Nah, my bad. I'm just messing with the pause thing. It's crazy right now.
Salute, Ron. What's good, bro?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just like I said, it's good to see y'all. And I saw you guys talking the Public Enemy's question, I believe, about the Jets and the Giants. Yeah, it is what it is, man. The Jets look like they might be able to turn something around, make their fans happy at least. I don't know about these Giants, man. This is crazy right now. Danny Dimes ain't the dude. He's Danny Dinks, Danny Dunks, Danny Drops.
He's Danny Penny.
Yeah, man. But I still think that if you give him an offensive line and he gets some protection, he'll be adequate. But he's never gonna be like really good. He just don't have that. He ain't that guy.
Oh, somebody got their thing on.
Bro, I think did you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I don't know what his problem is, Ron. I don't know what his problem is, but I just know they can't put up points right now. So you can't put up points, and your defense is playing the way their defense is playing. That's a recipe for disaster.
Well, part of the problem too, L, is they may have tried to do a little too much at one time. Because the offensive line is trash right now. Them guys got hurt. Your best offensive lineman got hurt. Your rookie lineman, who's pretty good, got hurt. And then you mixing and matching. And then in the defense, you got guys out of position because you're trying to, show team speed and hit the offenses with something different. But these dudes ain't ready. They still learning. Plus, you got your best cornerback playing out of position. He's playing in the slot. There's too much going on right now.
Yeah, facts. It ain't looking good. Whatever it is, it ain't looking
good. It is not looking good. Not looking as good as our Knicks. You know what I mean? The Knicks look great right now because they haven't played yet. But
Good answer. Good answer.
There you go.
Shout out to Still Nick fans. Thanks for pulling up with us, Ron. Great to see you, bro. Pull back up on us Friday or over the weekend, or I might pull up on your show over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you be on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming up. Shout out to Bugs. Thanks for pulling up. You already know, bro. Beige, great show. And Ron, this is one of our new hosts. She's not just a guest today. She's actually a host with me.
Oh, wow. I like that. That's dope. Really nice. Good job.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. So, yo, shout out to the chat.
Oh, and Hardwell and Worldwide L. I know y'all, are into hip hop too, your roots and everything. Listen, man, pull up and check out the show on Thursdays, bro. Well, tomorrow, should I say?
What show is that?
the NBA wrap up on Nothing But Knicks at 8:30. Oh, sorry, the little shameless plug there.
It's okay.
Nah, it's all
I'll be
good, bro.
there. Hell yeah, I'll be
All
there.
right, that's what's up.
Yeah, but tomorrow night is gonna be 9:30. Evergreen is gonna be on the show tomorrow. We're gonna talk about his beats and stuff he do. So I'm accommodating him. We're gonna do the show a little later. So 9:30, if y'all free, definitely come check it out.
All right, cool. Yo, you heard that, man. You know what I mean? You already know. Tap in, everybody. Yo, thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody still here in the chat. Anybody watching the playback, please write comments in there. Any questions you got, we'll get back to you. Me, Beige, or Worldwide, whoever you want to ask. Make sure you hit the like button, share the show, and you already know, man. Dope show, man. Dope show. And I'm gonna end it off like that, man. Anybody want to say anything before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, real quick. Go ahead, Beige. Go ahead, Beige. Where she go?
Oh, she has some tiff. She'll come back. Go ahead, Boog.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say when he spoke upon the hip-hop, yeah, we got to definitely let it be known. That was a classic that homie just put out again. And he went 13-2 out of the 15. That's the best record in the East. And I got a little insight that he was up and had a chance to be the Super Bowl performer. But, it's never here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So let me just get pulled back with that.
Oh, all right. All right, cool. Beige, what you was gonna say? All right, she probably had it. All right, man. We about to get up out of here. Yeah, she probably lost. Yeah, she out. All right, yo, man. We're gonna end it off like that. Dope show, man. Great conversation, man. A lot of great points. Can't wait to come back. We see y'all either Friday or over the weekend. Follow the community to know when the next show is gonna be. I'll let y'all know so y'all won't be, out of the loop. And with that being said, man, yo, we out of here, man. Peace. Oh, L, my
Definitely real, boy. Yeah. Trying to get this loot anyway. Hey, yo, Queens, get the money. Long time, no cash.
I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
RJ Barrett ahead. Here's Obi Toppin. Look out! Reach to the bull foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.